Hey people, Indra here, 3v3, Katrine and Purification Plant, blue team. Triumph is a Farseer support hero fighting in melee, some powerful buffs, and control the same Han elite scheme here with the fur. What is it the fur of, I wonder? Alongside Cry Hard, also known as Cry This Crisis, with a Force Commander, very strong offense fighting in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. Got some Blood Ravens here. Where are they? I want to see those Blood Raven tactical fellas. There they are. And rounding off the team, Torpid with a Techmarine, starts off with a bolt gun, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair Black Templar's elite scheme. Torpid runs his own YouTube channel, go check it out, especially if you want to see some more 1v1 coverage for Elite Mod. Also does some Total War Warhammer stuff as well. I'll put a link in the description. If I remember, on the red team, this, I believe, translates as Fashionable, also known as BloodRAIN, with a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist, can infiltrate and disrupt some powerful offense and a bit of support. Alongside, Big Mathis with a Kommando Knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you, and blows you up. Orky style, begins in ranged combat. The Twin Link shooter knows how to use it. Chucking his stun bomb there. Looks like it's going to be a decent hit. Yep, stun those tactical marines. Rounded off the red team then. Dark Riku with an Apothecary support hero fighting in melee by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. On the east side against the Farseer, I know that Dark Riku just loves to fight against Eldar. There's guide up on those guardians there. Shotgun blast did not knock over the Farseer because she was in the middle of a special attack animation, but here come Howling Banshees. Their power melee weapons, a big threat to tactical marines, heavy armor early on. Apothecaries are maybe a bit too close to them there, but they get away relatively cleanly. On the west side, already a power push, thanks to the tactical marines of Cry Hard with a flamer. Torpid helping out with bolt guns. Here's the Lictor Alpha, he's not happy with it. Goes right in on the flamer squad. Hormagaunts coming in behind. Got double Hormagaunts for BloodRAIN here. I'm not sure if they had another squad and it was wiped. Oh, looks like... no, that's just a bunch of dead Hormagaunts, I think. I think they went straight into warriors. We have shotgun scouts for Cry Hard as well. Torpid has spent power on shotguns, and here is Bionics. Help counter those Hormagaunts swarming in. Still on the power though. Get one gen and the node. Here's a warrior brood now. Heavy infantry with power melee weapons that provide a synapse. They just got handled there though by shotguns and tons of bolt gun fire. They're going to get a full basher, I think. And Flamer makes it quick. And a decap as well. Pretty good push. Meanwhile, though, here's a flank from potentially Riku and Mathis. Riku's come all the way over to the mid, all the way over to the west side, in fact. Apothecary's at the front of the army, has to heal himself and then run. Perhaps should have been behind the sluggers there, maybe. It's double sluggers for Big Mathis, both with burners up quite early. Gives them more hit points and burner weapons, as well as power melee. I guess they just kind of cleave through armor with all the heat and stuff. I don't know. I assume that's how it works with those things. Sluggers, I didn't drop a model there. Able to get away. Warrior Brood just disrupting and messing with the Techmarine. That's some awesome disruption. They have that leap into combat and the specials going off there. Bionics, powerful sweep. Knocks a couple of them away, but there's that disruption again. Get some really good passive disruption with the Warrior Brood. Shotguns coming in, threatening the shotgun blasts. These guys also with shotguns. Looks like red team got their natural victory point decapped. Dark Riku taking it back with assault squad. Other Kommando goes on the offensive, maybe. Just Triumph's Farseer backing off here. No war gear. We do have a Shuriken cannon. No mark for the... mark. No aspect for the Banshees yet. Some chaos marked Howling Banshees would be pretty terrifying. Tactical Marines trying to get back for some allied Orks. Here we go. There's the Daka. Fully upgraded shooter boys here for Big Mathis. They have looters as well. Trying to find a place to shoot at the stuff. West side, who's fallen over? That's the Lictor Alpha that's gone down. Double against Triumph now. They can maybe get on this power. There's only the node up, so maybe it's been bashed already by Riku, maybe. Flamer's coming up. I'm not sure. Maybe it was just never built on. 2 all day, says Triumph. There's a jump from Riku's assault squad, sorry, Torpid's assault squad. Did they just kill some sluggers? I think they just finished off some sluggers there. Kommando levels up, he's got some stick bombs. Lost some upgraded sluggers there. Assault squad now getting on the looters. They disrupt when they land on you, so they're so good at starting fights by jumping into the back lines. Some scouts just wiped there, I think. These are for the Emperor buffed scouts here. Or maybe just one of them fell over. I think just one scout fell over from Torpid. I don't think they had double scouts. Apothecary is tying up the Techmarine now. There's all them firing that bolt gun. Assault squad of Riku are in. Apothecary is getting smacked around though. Does have purification rights, but might need to get the Sanguine Chainsaw. Dark Riku seems to be using him quite aggressively here. But a Ravener brewed up for BloodRAIN. Lictor Alpha's still down. Yeah, did not get revived and go down again. He's still down from before. 492 to 337. Players starting to think about their tier 2s now. Torpid gets a late scout squad out. Hormagaunts got a full bash and a decap on this power. Nicely done by BloodRAIN. And Hormagaunts decapping here with those adrenal glands. Might eat a grenade if they're not careful. Scout's getting very close to get full damage from the shotgun as there's a grenade. It's a really good one. Only got 3 models. I thought they were going to get more than that. Keeping the pressure up here is BloodRAIN. Not so easy to get your power back. They are re-noding it. And Kraken bolts from the Tactical Marines helps to threaten the warriors. Kraken bolts ability gives them 20% more damage versus heavy infantry, which is what warriors are. Level 2 Kommando knob here. Did replace the sluggers and gives them burners too. Not sure what happened when they got caught. Maybe they were chasing scouts and the assault squad jumped them or something. When the Kommando just throws his gun around. It just seems impatient for explosions or something. East side, Riku gets through onto the power. With some help from Big Mathis. Looters in play as well. We're being sneaky. Hide the guns. And the Force Corner went right into them. Howling Banshees with the aspect of fleetness. Going to get a full power bash here, I think. Flame Attack's doing a lot of work. Level 2. Apothecary hanging back here. Might just heal himself. But I think he's trying to save it to heal a squad. It's a conscientious Apothecary. Decapping the power now. Not getting a huge amount of help from Cry Hard at the moment. Looks like scouts are operating elsewhere. Where are Cry Hard's Tactical Marines? Oh, they're coming to help now. These guys looking for a flank. Maybe no, they're going for a power bash. They're just going straight for try to get that power bash back. Can't defend your power, trade your power. Tier 2s for Triumph and Cry Hard at basically the same time. Big Mathis going tier 2 a little bit later on the red team. There's a war shout suppressing those nearby Marines. Scouts having to run. Apothecary needs to be very careful here. There's that Purification Rights heal. Assault squad in on the Banshees. Apothecary does run. It's a lot for the assault squad to take on there. Trying to jump out, only one model gets out. Riku stayed in a little bit too long with double guardians on them too. Lucky that those guardians didn't have grenades because there's a lot of knockbacks going on there to set up a grenade. Lictor Alpha runs. Got the feeder tendrils, power weapon that heals the Lictor on hits for a percentage of his health. And Pheromone Cloud, or Pheromone, which gives him the Pheromone Cloud ability. Upgraded scouts. What about these second scouts that Torpid got? For the meanwhile, they are just decapping and capping stuff all the way up to this natural wreck point. For the meantime, is what I should say. Devastator Plasma Cannon on the way for Cry Hard. Weird Boy for Big Mathis. That should do a lot of work against Triumph, because if you can't approach with your Banshees, the fights can become very tricky. Need to bring them in from other angles, which isn't always easy in a 3v3. You could get caught trying to get a flank kind of thing. Grenade. Good hit on the sluggers, really good hit on the sluggers. They did a lot of damage, but only killed one model. That was amazing. Look at that. They had 5 models on like 70 health, I think. 463 to 264. Decent VP lead for the blue team here. Riku with a Razorback. BloodRAIN's got those Raveners, did not get anything else up in tier 1. Got some war gear, I guess. Now has adrenal glands as well on the Lictor Alpha. Capillary Tower infestation up. Assault Squad just get their sergeants, so they'll be looking for the Merciless Strike. And Thunderhammer Force Commander. Now, bad news for the double Hormagaunts. And they don't really have a way to control the Force Commander's movement, so it's not going to be super easy to avoid him. Techmarine, just powerful, sweet stuff. Going for the axe. Axe of the Mechanicum on the way. There it is. Now he's full melee Techmarine mode. Probably going to get the shield up as well, you would think. Drains energy on hit with the axe. Also provides more health, a melee charge, and more melee skill. Drains 15 energy. Doesn't return it to the Techmarine, though, I don't think, because that would be nuts for his shield. Sacred Standard Force Commander with Artificer and Thunderhammer. Classic build. Constantly buffs nearby enemies, nearby allies, I should say, that are close enough, as you can see there. With a quite substantial 25% damage bonus. It's pretty nuts. 463 to 212. Kind of a no-brainer choice in the 3v3, I think. You can potentially buff so much stuff, unless you specifically need the teleport to deal with a specific threat. Get that standard up, I think. I mean, not that the Iron Halo's bad, and it can be really useful in tier 1 when the engagements are a bit more isolated. But the Sacred Standard is just such a big force multiplier in a team game. Lictor Alpha doing some work. Got a Jeansler Brood out as well. Melee superiority here. Massive threat to all the Marines on the field. Just killed Devastator Plasma Cannons. Cry Hard had a rough time. Only have Scouts and Stern Guard. Can the red team bounce back here? Get some momentum. Stability on the west side. Sluggers with their Nob Leader. Yep, 2 fully upgraded Sluggers for Big Mathis. And there's that weird boy as the Warpath. +2 speed and 20% damage resist. Pretty damn good thing to have when you're surrounded by a couple of Sluggers. I hear Banshees yelling. Over here, their Mirror Sword Exarch knocking stuff around. Now it's just a big heal, was it? Yep. Spirit Stone Shield from the Farseer. There's that Razorback, allows you to reinforce off it. Also got a twin-linked heavy bolter on top, so it's got some pretty solid anti-infantry damage. I think it's 55 DPS, that thing. It's quite a lot. Red team swarming the west side, maybe getting a little bit too far forward there. Caught out of position, but he gets back. Weird boy with a decent hit. There's not any dedicated anti-vehicle here. Oh, the looters are getting a beamy death gun. Big fight. Force Commander goes after the Lictor Alpha. Looks like the G-Slers are just waiting for the battle cry to wear off, or maybe just looking for another target. Lictor Alpha being knocked all over the place. Looters now getting shots on the Razorback, but it was spotted and they moved off. Force Commander is dealt with. How much health does the Lictor have? Oh, he's still alright. Doesn't do a huge amount of damage these days, the hammer, when you're disrupting like that. They tone down the damage of that special attack. Still great for disruption, obviously, but not going to kill stuff with those specials, really. Flesh Hook from the Lictor Alpha, level 3 now. In on the Marines, who flee in terror. Plasma gun is up. Techmarine busy repairing. Level 3 does not have the shield yet. 410 to 179. Big VP lead for the blue team, but the red team are applying pressure here. Lots of pressure on the west side. There's that powerful sweep again. And we do see the refractor field on the way now. Won't help him against all these knockbacks, though. The refractor field does not give weapon knockback immunity like pretty much all of the other shields do. Instead, it debuffs the accuracy of ranged weapons. Down he goes. So there maybe there is a case again. I mean, it still protects him from damage. Even if you're fighting a melee swarm, it does protect you from damage. You just don't get the accuracy debuff on melee attacks. Force Commander's back, doing a hell of a lot of work. And there's the support as well. It's way more effective when he's surrounded by allies, because all of those battle cry attacks buff up the attack bonus even more. And when you've got those buffs going while things are being knocked over, pretty good. Warrior Brood needs to flee, down to 2 models and barely any health. Force Commander somehow couldn't get another one there. Techmarine is down. Should get pretty easily revived if he's a little bit patient over there. 381 to 179. Red team needs to get the VP back. More interested in shooting stuff at the moment is Big Mathis. Are they thinking about capping over there? Maybe. Tier 3 for Cry Hard. They got another plasma cannon. Did they have one already? Or was it someone else? I think they did. Force Commander levels to 4. Now getting darkered. And there's aiming what's that to suppress him. Got the special shooter for the Kommando. And just in case he thought about fighting, that was a warp vomit to stun him there. Lots of pressure. Did they get onto the power? Looks like they maybe tried to. 381 to 179. Razorback doing some good work. Needs to be wary though. It's double Hormogaunts and double Gene Stealers for BloodRAIN with the Adrenal Glands, Warrior Brood, providing melee synapse when they're around, that is. Back at base at the moment. East side, Riku continues to hit this power. Every time I look over here, they seem to be on it. I wonder how often their power's been hit. Autark backing off. Has her power melee spear here. Provides that damage resistance score. I think it's 15%. It's got quite a good radius. She's too far away right now to help these guys. Right Lance on the field now for Triumph. Anti-vehicle weapon has been guided. Look at the range on it with guide active. The Tack's determined to do some power bashing still. Banshee scared him off with a yell. It can be difficult to approach a mobile vehicle like this when you've got a setup team as your anti-vehicle. You kind of have to get forward, set it up, hope that you can distract or mess with the Razorback's movement, because you're going to get a couple of shots and this is going to happen. It's going to move away. That's when mobile anti-vehicle squads can be amazing. Like Fire Dragons could chase it down. Can't really chase stuff with a Bright Lance. Big Spirit Stones heal there. I'm not sure why the Farseer has a big red debuff circle. Is that Stalk from the... It must be Stalk from the Lictor Alpha or something. I think Stalk has been changed a few times. It used to reveal all the heroes and debuff them. I'm not sure if it still does that. 328 to 179 on the VPs. Still the Razorback chugging along for Torpid's been used quite well so far. And they are on that Western VP, look at that. Oh, they were on it. Level 2 Assault Squad for Torpid, now level 3 for some reason. Just got hit by Weird Boy, jumping back to fight. Force Commander's there, buffing everything. But there's Gene Stealers and there's Sluggers. He's got his work cut out. Levels up again though. I think he's 5 now. Here's some Daka. Stone Guard veterans in there too. Warp Vomit, that shuts down those Thunderhammer disruptive special attacks. Gene Stealers are very low here. Need to be careful. Where's the Lictor? I think they must have used Pheromone already. Oh, Lictor gets a kill on the Force Commander. That means that the Sacred Standard now gives a 40% damage buff, and it's actually in a decent place to give that buff. Will Torpid go for the revive, or do they want the 40% damage bonus? Looks like they are going to go for the revive. If they can. Weird Boy says no. Lictor Alpha's being sneaky. Very high line here from the red team. I mean, they're Tyranids and Orks. So they're all about being aggressive, pushing onto your opponent, pressure, pressure, pressure. Not so great at sitting back and inviting pressure like Space Marines can be. Weird Boy getting some really good shots in here. Bit too far forward for my liking, but working out so far pretty well. Sluggers trying to repair the looted tank. Just got messed up by a plasma cannon. Weird Boy levels to 2. Carnifex on the way for BloodRAIN. Dark Riku's got a Land Raider Redeemer on the way. What is this? A decapping Autark. Well done, Triumph. Still pressure over here though. Their power's gone. Oh, look at this melee scout. So are they going to kill the Bright Lance in melee? That'd be amazing. They really are trying. Might need to throw the heal out there, Mrs. Farseer. There's a grenade. Oh, beautifully done from Riku. Gets the grenade kill on that Bright Lance. And, oh well, Triumph is tier 3. They could just go Fire Prism here. Was that Cry Hard saying Land Raider on the way? I guess they're saving up for a Land Raider. There's Seer Council now for Triumph. Called in at base from her global bar. Ortok did get a cap. She's now looking after it. She knows she's back, but she's backing off. Stone Guard with Andation and No Fear active, trying to tank on the VP. Didn't work out. It was a tank shot to the face. Plasma Cannon hits an object. Is that the Lictor down? That's the Force Commander still down over there. And the Techmarine is more interested in looking after his Razorback at the moment than reviving them. Because he's giving the Plasma Cannon a big buff. It's got 4D Emperor on it, and it's getting a Sacred Standard buff, I think. Oh, maybe not anymore. It's moved too far away, I think. But it get closer to the Force Commander there, buddy. Carnifex is the Strangled Thorn Cannon variety. Awesome weapon. Instant suppression, big damage. And it's Plasma Cannon damage, so you can get vehicles with it. Such as that. Lictor Alpha being very sneaky, able to get in behind, even with a Scout Sergeant there. And now everything follows in. Librarian with his Force Staff. Would have been a great time to use the Force Barrier, but it wasn't used there. They were repositioning, I think. Oh, but they messed up the Warrior Brood. Look at that. Got 3 very quick kills. Techmarine is tying up the Carnifex. The Force Con is still on the floor. Big special attack from the Librarian, getting those inspirations on kill. Techmarine now has a Melter Gun, so it can threaten the Carnifex much more directly. Seer Council coming in, and Banshees, and down it goes. There's a lot of power melee there. Here comes a Land Raider Redeemer, though. And that is that Riku's? That is Riku's. Cry Hards is on the way. It's a mobile base, basically, for your team. Super unit for Space Marines allowed to reinforce Hell 3-Gen and retreat back to it. This is a big deal in a team game. I imagine it's going to sit near this VP, but we'll see. Cry Hard's Land Raider now moving up with those Flamestorm Cannon Flamers and twin link to Assault Cannon. That Assault Cannon is just vicious. Look at the range on it. Got some crazy range. 232 to 179. Looted Tank is still alive on the west side. Got the reinforced plating. BloodRAIN had a rough time with that push. Got in behind really well with a Lictor to start the fight, but those Warrior Brood fellas just got messed up so fast. Dark Riku's now got Terminators and a Librarian on the way. Farseer running in with a Singing Spear. Now wants a Gravity Blade for more disruption and control. Banshee's yelling. Seer Council knocking the Apothecary all over the place. I don't think he's going to get away from it. Down he goes. Terminators did get away though. And there's the Time Field. And there's the Levitation Blade now. From the Farseer. Gravity Blade, I should say. Levitation Field. Messing up the Vanguard. Are they going to wipe them? No, retreated. Should not have retreated there, guys, there. The Seer Council could have wiped out that last Vanguard Veteran model quite easily. Bit of a knee-jerk reaction retreat to seeing the Land Raider, I think. Just literally like 2 seconds, not even that, of the Seer Council on that Vanguard Veteran would have been enough. A massive fight on the west side. Got Assault Terminators up for Cry. That's their own Land Raider to the left of your screen as well. Big Boom Gun does not disrupt the Terminators. They took so much damage, and they didn't finish the cap. They did not finish the cap there. Didn't lose a model either, though. We do have a Neurothrope on the field for BloodRAIN. Great for dealing with groups of infantry, especially heavy and super heavy infantry because of Paroxysm. That was Cataclysm you just saw there. Disruption and lots of green Tyranid goo afterwards. You need to push them in, I think, red team. Is that an Ortok sitting there? That's an Ortok looking after the VP. Looks like Triumph is trying to be quite mobile here. They've got a good army for it. Seer Council, Banshees, and the Ortok can run around this like buffed up blob of doom. If they had an Avatar, it would be even scarier. But they're going for a D cannon. Big rosters here. It's always awesome to see very experienced 3v3 players in an end game like this. Big heal from Dark Riku. Level 3 Apothecary. Terminators with an Assault Cannon. Assault Terminators again getting very low. Plasma Cannon's getting big hits though. I mean, they decapped it at least. Oh, it was already decapped, wasn't it? I think it was already decapped. There's Cataclysm again. Neurothrope now needs to run. Tank getting some shots kind of passively whenever anything gets close. Force Commander is back to his feet, level 5. Techmarine level 6, still using the melter gun, also has orbs up. So it's a very much an anti-vehicle Techmarine here. Signum armor as well. Rocket launcher Kommando with a mega boom kit and stick bombs. I think it does, yeah, damage increase by 18 when they have the mega boom kit. That's quite a big increase on damage. It's pretty nuts. Like 70 odd damage per bomb, I think. Crazy. There's a force barrier. It's going to annoy these Marines here. Stern Guardian Marines, is it? No, it's just double tax. Level 4 and level 2. Can anyone cap? They need to drop a nuke or something to open up some space. Both teams have a land raider to support them. That's a singularity. Drags in some stuff. Turned it into little bits of stuff. Mainly the Orks. Oh, he killed some Marines as well, I think. Wait, what happened to those other Marines? Where did they go? Did they get inside the Land Raider? They did not seem to be close enough to get inside the Land Raider. Maybe one of the models was close enough and that was enough to get all of them in. Autarchs jump in, trying to get onto the VP. Look how quick she is on her feet. Just jumping over stuff. Gonna get a decap, I think. Flash Git's trying to shoot her with their blasters. Eldar holding in the mid now. There's that time field. When are we going to see that Eldritch Storm from Triumph? They used red on the Seer Council, I think. They definitely used it on the Autarch, of course. They're up to 390 again, though. Torpid gets some Devastators up. Already has one las cannon. We see a las cannon there. Scouts now for Dark Riku to help support this Land Raider with repairs and stuff. Blue team got it. They got that west side. Big Mathis surely has got to be thinking of the rocks. Riku's not that far away from an orbital as well. I'm sure they'd love to get more Terminators up. Do they even have to pop for that? They do, actually. Look at that damage on the Autarch from that assault cannon. That is scary. What is the DPS on this thing? Almost 60 DPS. It's more damage than a Razorback does, just on that one guy's arm. Farseer is level 5. Gets the Apothecary in trouble. Now he gets chopped up. Maybe. Couldn't quite finish him off there. Couldn't quite. Are those guys looking for... No, they're just sneaking around. Plasma cannon. Hits the Land Raider. Can they see it? Maybe it's just... I think it's just ground targeting. Where they last saw it, I think, yeah. So here is the Neurothrope. Cataclysm again. I don't think I've seen Paroxysm be used yet. Oh, what is this? They got Terminators on the VP. Well done, Dark Riku. Avatar of Cain on the way now for Triumph. That's going to be an awesome army. 154 to 95. Blue team still have the west side. BloodRAIN's having a go though. But that Swarm Lord provides a speed and reinforcement synapse. At the moment it's getting las cannoned and melter gun though. Without number, good use of it. Gets onto the las cannon there. Assault squad going in. And there's that blade flurry. Neurothrope, another Cataclysm. Where's the Paroxysm? Maybe I've just missed it every time it's been used. Swarmlord's going to go down, I think. Assault Terminator's going after it. Techmarine's chasing it. He's trying to use Leech Essence to get health back. Techmarine's in melee stance to make sure it keeps chasing, I think. Because Rippers are on it as well. Turns to engage the Techmarine. Assault Terminator should be able to finish off the Swarmlord here. Yes, and they did it before the Techmarine was taken out, although Rippers might get it. No, Rippers don't get it. 148 to 87. Avatar of Cain on the field there for Triumph. BloodRAIN now trying to recover with the Carnifex. Neurothrope is back at base. The west side was decapped in all that though. There's that time field. Weird Boy continues to disrupt things. What level is that fella? Weird Boy's level 2. 148 to 87. Aggressive move here from Riku. Might have to jump those Vanguard veterans out. No, jumps them in further. Massive fight here. There's an orbital. There's the Avatar taking looter shots from a PB Def Gun. Another orbital on the other side. Looks like the Terminators are caught in it, but they'll be fine. Will those Assault Terminators be fine though? I think they have survived it. Massive fight here. Gene still is doing some work. Just killed the Force Commander today. Yeah. Avatar chasing a looted tank. One more hit will do it. Down it goes. Red team are capping the west side. Lots of plasma coming in from Torpid. Trying to focus on those Terminators. 148 to 87. BloodRAIN down to 2 units. Look at the resources of Big Mathis. Where are the rocks, buddy? They've got 999 red. That's like criminal for an Orc to max out their red. They've got so many uses for it. Another orbital. And blue team are taking the west side. What is this? That Slugger's trying to get on the cap. I think didn't work out for him. Awesome fights. Are the red team broken now? Have they lost too much? Autark able to get the cap. Assault Terminator is soaking up so much damage. Looks like Triumph's trying to go through the mid. Getting some kills. Just killed some looters. There's a Librarian hanging out here, starting to attack some scouts, but they're going to have a rough time in a second. Here comes Riku's Apothecary, level 6 now, with a Power Axe and Armor of Purity for faster cooldown on the heals. Big Mathis now trying to defend, 139 to 66. Got the decap, did those scouts, those were Cry Hard scouts. Double cap now, I think the blue team have done enough. I don't know if the red team can get back on this side. I mean, look at this stuff. All buffed by that Force Commander, of course. Techmarine's level 7, repairing stuff. Level 4, Razorback. Their only hope is like lots of nukes or a big push to the middle and hope that the blue team are bad at responding to it. Flash Gits, doing what they can. Level 4 Stern Guard. Even they can't stand up to those blasters though. More Cataclysm from the Neurothrope. There's Paroxysm, there it is. Slows you down and does percentage-based damage per second. It's pretty awesome. 1-to-1 Cat. Putting much effort into reviving the Force Commander. There's a turret going up. I wonder if they are just keeping him around for the 40% damage buff. Just keeping him lying on the ground, twitching. Triumph coming back in. With those quick Eldar attacks. Doesn't look like they're going through the mid though. Assault Terminators having to take the west side back. Orbs of the Omnicide getting a hit on the Land Raider, and there is the orbital from Torpid. All of the beams on the stunned Land Raider. That's going to take it out surely. When they explode, they're going to do tons of damage. Yeah, down it goes. Assassinated the Land Raider with orbs and an orbital bombard. Triple flash gets from Mathis. Riku now getting a tank. A Rocks coming in a little bit late from Mathis. Surely there should have been a Rocks earlier than this. 2-to-1 cap here. It's too late. Did not get any Nob squads, I notice. I don't know if they would have even been able to penetrate this on the west side. It was pretty well defended. What an awesome game. Blue team winning it at the end. 139 on their VP counter. Farseer was down at the end. Level 8. So was the Force Commander. Being exploited for his super banner. Level 8 Techmarine. Oh, just retreated back to the Land Raider there. We had a level 4 Lictor Alpha down at the end. A level 8 Kommando. Switching between the shotgun and the rocket launcher. And a level 6 Apothecary there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this awesome 3v3, and I'll see you next time.